Live in Tampa, Florida. You know what it is. Go get the 99 Problems with your boy Warren Sapp. Himalaya app. Don't be fretting now. I ain't got time. I ain't got time to keep telling y'all this. I mean, I'm about sick of it, but I'm definitely gonna tell you about the Himalaya app. But don't worry about it. Hey, I got to start on a sad note. Derrick, the wide receiver coach from the Pittsburgh Steelers, passed away at 62 years old, ending his second season as receiver coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He also coached with the Arizona Cardinals 5 seasons, and he also 15 as a professional coach. He coached Larry Fitzgerald, Brandon Marshall, and Antonio Brown. We send love out to his family and RIP and one time for him, baby. It's training camp. He knows he wants us working right now, so that's what we doing. We working, and I'm down here in Tampa right now, baby. I'm at the house. I'm at the crib. I might show y'all the statue inside, you know what I'm saying, let y'all know what's going on. I'm definitely gonna show you the trophy because ain't many of those running around. They told me I'd never win one when I came to Tampa. I told them, hold on, baby, let's put some work in. Let me find some more. Find Derrick Brooks, and we on in Ronde Barber today. We got a press conference. We're gonna put him in the Ring of Honor, so it's hot going on down in Tampa. And speaking of hot, oh my goodness, listen. I'm a Florida boy, and I spent 13 years in the National Football League, but I spent more definitely 31 straight years in the great state of Florida. Every month of August in the sun, every month of July training in the sun. And Lord have mercy, I came out here today and the sun was burning my calves on the back of my legs. I was like, are you kidding me? I'd have had to lose 30 more pounds just to play out here right now, boy. It's hot I can't even tell, yeah, I can. It's hot as 4 hot holes in Sunday school. There it is. I'm telling you that's what it is. There's some old folks that tell you about a whore in church, but I can't do that. It's 4 hot holes in Sunday school. It is hot, yes it is. And what else is hot? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm gonna tell you this not just because I'm a Buck and I love my Bucks, but they're hot. Bruce Arians came into this thing and then arranged some things that really improved this football team. Starting with Byron Leftwich as the offensive coordinator. I walked up to the quarterback, because you know the quarterback killer don't do nothing but hunt quarterback. So I checked him out, walked up on him. He got a little shook. I said, don't worry, you ain't got the ball no more. So we laughed about it. I said, boy, you got a hot script? He said, stay hot. And that's all I needed to hear from my offensive coordinator. He got a hot script. He got a nice quarterback ready to get it done. And I'm finna tell y'all something. I wish I can go back in time. I cut off both my hands, both feet, give back my championship ring and the Hall of Fame, all 7 Pro Bowls, all 4 All-Pro, all 2-decade teams to go and play for Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles has a 5-man down base front. And if anybody out there ever rushed the passer or play D-line or know what I'm talking about, that's 5-on-5. That's 5-on-5. So I would have a 1-on-1 on first down. That's a license to kill. I'm just gonna tell you, it's an absolute license to kill. The quarterback killer might have been outlawed in the National Football League if I found a defensive coordinator that would have gave me a 5-man front. So I'm looking for big things from the defensive line, but we're gonna see. Because whenever you put the onus on the group has to hunt as a pack. The lone wolf dies. We got to be pack hunters here in Tampa, but we're gonna see. Because when you got a pack, you ready to go, and a pack is what it is. Jameis Winston, the best quarterback ever been around Tampa, in Tampa, other than Doug Williams. The kid's an absolute talent. He can get it done. He will get it done. And I asked him about the script, and he said, always hot. I said, did Byron put something in your drink this morning? It's always hot, fat boy. I said, there it is. Oh, and you know, whenever I see a Miami team, you know, he like to do that Florida State Miami thing. So he went after the Dolphins. I'm like, you got the wrong guy, because I don't mess with the mullets. That's what I call the Dolphins. Yeah, we got a dude training again. I got the Rams, I got the Raiders, I got the Dolphins, I got the Bucks. That's what I'm talking about. See, when Fat Boy show up, the show shows up. They know what time it is, just like y'all gonna know what time it is. Himalaya app. I ain't playing with you now. 99 Problem, Warren Sapp. Here we go. 99 Problem with Warren Sapp here with one of my favorite newspapers from the Tampa Bay Times, Rick Stroud. You know, if you ever want to know anything that's going on in the Tampa area, that's why he's sitting here with me, because you know me, I'm a Buck lover. Rick gonna give us the real. What's the word on the street with the Bucks right now, Rick?
Well, they got some work to do. You know, it's a young defensive backfield. They got a new scheme. You know how that is when you've been a 4-3 all these years. Everybody's used to the Tampa 2. Now Bowles comes in here. They're going to bring a lot of pressure from different angles. So they're young on defense in certain spots. They've had some injuries. Vita Vea going out is going to hurt them. Offensively, I think they're going to be fine. I mean, I think this was a good offense last year. But you know this, Warren. When you're giving up 29 a game, what are you asking your offense to do? What is Jameis Winston being asked to do?
Score 35.
Score 35.
Yeah.
And when Warren played, everybody knew it was give me 17.
Yeah, we make a stick.
And they made it. And if you gave them 3, they were supposed to shut. You were supposed to shut the team out.
This is a whole new NFL. Back
then,
it was an ISO run.
Yeah.
And a lot of screen. Right now, it's a wide open.
It's wide open. And
the best quarterback we've ever seen in Tampa sits at the helm right now, and I'm looking for Byron Leftwich to give a hot script to this kid every week, and him, Mike Evans, Goodwin, and crew go out and score 40 if we got to, Rick, because I see Todd Bowles' defense with that 5 across and a base front, and we talking about Sue and Bo, and you put big 96 and 56 in there, pushing that pocket like that, we should be able to get some pressure on the quarterback, get some 3 and outs, get the ball back for this offense, because talking about Leftwich, woo, you know, I love a hot script because you don't play defense no more. So whenever you got an offense that's ready to come out and score points, because that's all I used to ask for was 14, 17 points. We're going to make a stick. They're scoring a mega amount of points, and this defense can't hold it.
They couldn't hold it last year, and I think Jameis will be better. You know, the one thing about Arians he does is that he gets his running backs involved. You know, Jameis is
That's what I wanted to ask you. Who was the running back? Because I know Jameis, I know the receivers. I'm looking for this back because.
Well, I mean, look, Ronald Jones has to become that guy, right? You took him in the second round. He came in here, Warren. You know how young. We just talked to Ronde Barber about what he was like as a rookie.
Oh, it scares you.
It doesn't always.
It scares you.
Sometimes
your eyes get wide open and you got too much time on your hands and a whole lot of things not going right.
That's the key. It's the distractions, right? It's everything out here. And so usually you don't see that at the running back position because usually the running backs, it's instinctive. It's sort of give me the ball. I know what I'm doing.
Come a dime a dozen, 2 nickels
but
every
now,
time.
because the game has changed,
it's specialized.
You have to pick up the blitz. You have to know how to run routes. You got to know where your leverage is. All those things that he didn't do at USC.
Got to be able to scan and everything.
And, you know, look here, look there.
Yeah, you got to always scan all the way across, then run your route.
And then run it. And so I think his head was swimming a bit, so he didn't get used. He got hit behind the line of scrimmage. Like, okay, so he's a different player now. They need him. It takes.
It's a whole new system for him.
It's a whole new system, but you need.
So he gets to start all the way back over. Maybe that might be the best thing for him. When you
Completely,
start all the way back over.
New coaching staff.
Feed him, give him a nice little base to work off of, and let's see where he is. Because without a back, we're gonna be stalled up to where the game just drops right on Jamie every week, and he's a bad boy. But hey, sometimes they show you something you ain't seen, and we know we know he likes to throw it in tight corners and put it in little pockets because he has that kind of arm, and that's what he's done his whole life.
He's got the ability to hit those small windows, but he's also got to know how to
pull it off.
Get what the defense is giving you. I mean, you know, as a defense, you're going to give up certain things, right? You're going to try to take away.
And I want you to throw it in certain places so we can have a shot.
That's right. And sometimes, as a quarterback, if it's the first quarter, maybe I don't try to squeeze it in there and make a turnover here. You know, now if it's late in the game and of course you got to go, then you got to go.
You got to make that throw.
But you want to be able to sort of move the football and not be the guy that loses the game. And I think Jameis has won a lot of games. His defense couldn't hold it up. But having an opportunity to try to get the ball, we saw in the first drive last week, and I know it's preseason, but you know, he was 5 of 6. He hit the checkdowns. He took 1 deep shot. We didn't see OJ. We didn't see Evans. We didn't see a lot of guys involved. He's got the weapons. He can make all the throws. I agree with you. I think he's the best quarterback this franchise has had.
Other than Doug.
Other than Doug.
Because when you come from 0-26, you needed something like Doug.
You took a team to the championship.
Oh, my God. That was
and he proved it when he went to Washington by being a Super Bowl MVP. But Arians is here because he's had Ben Roethlisberger. He's had these quarterbacks, Luck. He's had Peyton Manning when he was young. He's had these guys. So he's got the wealth of experience, and he's got a lot of trust in Byron Leftwich. Which is the first time he's called plays for a whole season. But Byron played the position. So you know what that means when you have a guy who's been in those fires. He knows what you're seeing. It's one thing. The guys on the sideline, they didn't play quarterback in the NFL. You know what I mean? They're trying to see it through your eyes and telling you what to do through film. But they didn't play the position.
And you trying to tell them through your eyes, and they might not get it in that way. It's esoteric right over the top of the head.
Like when you coach up a player, a defensive lineman, as you have done in Michigan.
Talking the language.
You're speaking from experience. So I know what you're seeing. I know what you're feeling inside. I think that's going to be huge for him as well.
So what's the biggest move the Bucs have made in this offseason?
The biggest move they made in the offseason was the coach.
Yeah, outside of the coach.
Outside of the coach.
And then because he's bringing Leftwich and Bowles
and
with
Bowles, Todd Bowles.
My God.
To me, and you know this, coaching is such a big part of this league. I mean, you played for some really good coaches everywhere you went.
I paid for some bad for them too.
You have, and
I
you know,
paid for
and
some
you know
bad
what?
ones,
And
too.
players know the difference.
Oh yeah, right away.
But it's an attack. You know, whether you do it 3-4 with blitzing and disguising, that's when
You still got to attack
you've
the
got to
quarterback.
bring pressure.
You've got to attack the
You know,
quarterback, and
I
that's the
don't-
one thing we haven't done around here for a
a
while.
long time.
Is abuse the quarterback and make him dirty in Raymond James Stadium.
long time.
Oh my God! But Bo's got that thing going, and
Yeah.
I have to agree with you. It was the coach the biggest move, but I think this year with Jamie not having anything in front of him, ready to go. With Byron right there, and he know they giving him the hot script. And there's Mike, there's Goodwin. If this running back kid got his head on straight and this big old O-line, oh my God.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll some people.
They can. They're little, like most teams, they don't have a lot of depth of tackle. They can't lose about Dotson or
You shouldn't be
Donovan,
losing the tackle. The
but-
last time I checked, the right tackle, left tackle don't go nowhere. Them the Hogs, them the Orlando Pacers, the Jonathan Ogdens of the world, the
play every
Jackie
day, yeah.
Slaters, the Willie Andersons. They don't go anywhere. Jesus Christ,
That's
come on.
right.
You know what? These kids, we give them too much fragile. Everything is it's
please.
gonna be all right. We'll rub you. Vita, week 1. What's your gut say?
He's not going to play.
I heard 2 contrasting things.
Did you?
Yeah. I heard
Okay, good.
From 2 high-powered
Okay,
people.
good.
So you know, I was over at the training
They
room.
haven't ruled him out,
No.
though.
Because I was over at the training room, and my guy was like, he's got a shot.
Okay.
And then I saw Light, and Light went the other way because he's the GM. So
Yeah.
I got 2 contrasting things. So
do you
they
want
haven't ruled him out, though.
Remember now, they play 2 games in 4 days.
Oh, you ain't got to
They
tell
open
me.
against San Francisco, and then you got
This
them
is a
Carolina
marathon.
Thursday night.
No, this is a marathon.
That's right.
This is a marathon. We're going to need him. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, like Tony Dungy once told me, the great Tony Dungy. November and December is what they remember.
That's right.
That's all it goes down.
You guys
So,
started 3-4 every year. I knew you.
listen, man, 3 and 4 for 4 straight years, and 3 of those teams went to the playoffs. One went to a championship.
So
game.
November, December are big.
Oh yeah. If you're gonna do this thing, you better know what you are. Be a hardened, old, ornery bastard, and this is what we doing. You just not better. Just like Ronde just told you out there with the Ring of Honor. We did the simplest things, but we did them better than you
anybody,
did.
yeah.
We did them better than you did, and you knew we was in cover 2. You knew we were giving you the check down, and you were going to have to go to that dig. If your quarterback wanted to hold that ball and see if I wasn't going to light his ass up there, go right ahead, because we're going to find a way to get to you, because that was our way of going. And, hey, I want to thank you. 99 Problems.
Hey, brother.
With Rick Stroud and Warren Sapp around here. Human Lab app. Don't miss it, baby. It's the Buck Report. 99 Problems with Warren Sapp. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing y'all to a good friend of mine, an old friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? We go all the way back to the Florida-Georgia high school football game when I was playing offense and he was on defense. We wasn't back-to-back devastating, dominating duo that you know us as. We wasn't 5-5 and 9-9. It was 49 and 10. That's what we trying to tell you. This is an old relationship, boy. And we gonna tell y'all about DA in the back of that trunk. But you know what I'm saying? See, we come back to reminisce right now for you a little bit, because today we introduce the 13th member of the Ring of Honor here at Raymond James Stadium as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's right, I said 13. That's right, Class of 13 Hall of Fame. Class of 14 Hall of Fame. See, it just kind of come all the way around when you talk about it. And then I was sitting here watching my roommate. And let me let you tell me something about Ronde. You know, because these are guys that were fighting for interceptions and all the recognition. Because I'm gonna tell you how it runs. The career games, Ronde Brooks. Career tackle, Brooks Ronde. That's the type of thing that was going on. So tell me about Ronde Ball. Tell the people about Ronde Ball.
I think the first thing that people can appreciate about number 20 is, you know, he worked his butt off to be a part of what we were doing. And you got to think when he came here, you know, in the 3rd round, you know, the expectations, he first hit the field was very low. It was like, okay,
what you got?
What we got? And he just worked every week and saw how we was being successful, how we were doing things and learning in the background. So when he got his opportunity, he knew the standard was already set and he had to catch it because the standard wasn't slowing down. So I can appreciate him for when he got his opportunity, he went in and he worked. And then he found his niche.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when going into meetings, he's asking the questions, hey, you know, what are you looking at, Derrick, when you're looking at the D-line and making the checks? And I say, Sapp and I got a communication system that is too complicated for you.
It's unsaid.
I say, no. But I say, you got to find the communication systems within this defense and make it your own. I say in the nickel spot, just think about it, you're playing opposite me. So everything you're going to see, just swap the eyesight level. You're seeing it from the other side. And he took that. He said, yeah. I said, so start studying and finding your niche. And once he was able to do that, and then I think his athleticism when he got to our blitz package, his athleticism, and we were able to scheme him up on backs that were used to catching back in our day, couldn't block.
No.
So Ronde was winning those matchups. So he found his niche within this defense. And as I said before, he a little cocky something.
Oh, no. Absolutely cocky. That's why I had to hit him with the Randy all the time. Let me bring it back down. I ain't going to call you by your name, dog. It's Randy. Boy, if I'd have called him Ronde Barber, dog, he'd have went through the roof because the confidence that he had,
Man, he played
it was well above his ability in the beginning. But, boy, when they caught and they matched together, your slot disappeared.
But no, exactly. And Ronde fed into that. You talk about he looked for bullet board material, as he told in the press conference. He found that. He found the teams that were talking about they're going to attack him, talking about he was too little. He couldn't do this. He found that chip on his shoulder. And the great thing about it, he said all of us had to be a part of that chip.
Yeah.
That's why one of our things is, hey, some of my best quotes came out of your mouth. I love it. Because I had to go with you to back it up.
Listen, man, that's the only way you're going to do it. That's the only way we ran. If he said it, I'm backing it. That's the only way we're going about it. So, our fourth defensive member off our championship team.
Mm-hmm.
Me, you, Lynch, not Ronde.
Yes.
But I'm listening to Ronde tell me 7 years. Wait, which one of them guys was he supposed to go in front of?
I don't know.
He's a cocky little bastard, boy. I tell you what, boy. I guess when you got the most games, you kind of feel I guess he is Mr. Buccaneer.
I guess you can, but even we
No, you're going to wait on the front.
Yeah,
the back go up before him. I don't give a damn what he had to say.
No.
Give a damn what he said.
I know,
he was still playing when I came back to get to that mother.
I know.
That's how long it was.
Exactly.
He was still playing. Was he still playing when you went?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, he was.
Jesus Christ.
It's just a matter of timing.
I mean, he the one waiting that long. He would have got out of the game and would have had to worry about it.
Probably wait 16 years.
16, dog. How many did you play?
I played 14.
I played 13, yeah. 16 is a monster number.
And, for him, obviously, Raheem and Jimmy at that time, his last 2 years, asked him to switch positions.
That's right.
Because he ended up playing safety to really help
to communicate and try to keep everything in front of him. It was
bad.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad safety play.
Yeah.
You remember Conte got thrown on McDonald last season? See, for two old defenders like me and him to watch our defense do what they've done the last couple of years, give up 30 points like this, 400 yards, it's really, really disheartening to come back to the house. But if they didn't have that statue and that championship around here, good guys like him, I might not ever come back around here. But you can't stop us. That's what we do. We coming back for a good time. September the 22nd, we're going to be the New York Giants. Ain't no better than whooping the damn Giants. I can't stand a Giant. I can't stand a damn Giant.
We had some of our best gamers against the Giants.
Yes, sir. We light them up every time and twice on Sunday. So believe that. 99 problem one, Sapp. 99 problems and 5-5 definitely ain't one. Believe that. Human-led app, we here, baby. The Hall of Fame edition, first ballot. Don't get mad. Scratch your ass and get glad.